Chris, just sum that one up from your point of view first, please.
Very courageous, very courageous. 1 to 17, every single one of those guys stood up today. Longest 9 minutes of my life, those last 9 minutes, and they had a lot of field position, and but we just kept coming up with the right answers. And I'm just really pleased for the players. It's been a real tough year for a lot of reasons, and we know as a club we've got to be a hell of a lot better next year. And I know that we will be. So just proud of the boys. Just proud of the boys that they've give everything for the shirt and the town. And our guys put in an unbelievable effort for that full 80 minutes. And pretty special.
You'll have to get Graham Stedman in every week. Do you put him on the coaching staff next year?
Yeah. It was nice. It was nice actually. Just a different voice sometimes helps JD, and you could tell with the emotion yesterday with the way he spoke. So, but yeah, it's an unbelievable win. It's an unbelievable win, and but I've got to credit the staff, and they work really, really hard behind the scenes, and they came up with a really good plan this week. And I've been quite busy this week with other stuff, with the recruitment, and I think the staff deserve a hell of a lot of credit as well. But yeah, I thought the lads were great tonight.
There was an attitude, a bite in the tackle. There was an appetite tonight that we've not seen over the last month. What do you put it down to? Why has it happened tonight?
I've absolutely no idea. It's obviously a derby game. It means a lot. It means a lot to the town, and I think individually, collectively, we just needed to turn up tonight, and we did. And I just said to the guys that it's so frustrating because where did that performance come from? Why can't we do that every week? But listen, it's a win. It's a win against Wakefield. I thought we were very, very good. I thought, without blaming the video, I thought we had a couple of tough calls. I think if the Chrissy Atkin one goes up as a try, I think that's a try, and then obviously the one if it goes up as a no try with a knockback, I think they're both challenging for the ball. But listen, it is what it is. We've got the result, and I'm very proud of every single one of those players.
You're going to have to console your daughters over the weekend, or?
The Cas fans for the night, mate. They follow me everywhere I go. They were Leigh fans for 4 years, and the Cas fans tonight. They might get a bit of stick at school, but listen, it's I'm just proud of the players. I'm proud of the players, and just pleased that we can send these loyal fans of ours home really happy.
And that's it, the fans. The fans around us, we've sat there, we've seen the long faces this year. It's just the looks on their faces. They were as surprised as anything else. The beaming smiles. That's what it's all about tonight, isn't it?
Of course it is. And that's, I can't thank those loyal fans enough for sticking with us. I know it's been tough, and it's been, it's a really difficult job. I do not miss being a head coach, but I think the players wanted to prove everybody, prove everybody wrong, and I think they did tonight. And we've got 2 games, we've got 2 more games together as a playing group, and we just got to enjoy these and embrace it, and then really work hard in pre-season to get this club where it deserves.
To that end, without naming names, unless you want to, but is there anyone tonight that's maybe nudged their way back into your reckoning for next season? There were a fair few players that had their best games of the season.
Listen, it's I worry about all that stuff a little bit later on. It's I speak to Kari quite regular. He wants to see a little bit of change, and I'm pleased for George Griffin. George played his last home game here. He's been here for a number of years, and you could see how much it meant to him tonight. He was very courageous as well, and the lads kind of fed off that. But, I thought Westy were unbelievable. I thought Joe Stimson were great through the middle. I thought George Lawler and Liam Horn defensively very, very good. And I thought probably Sam Woods probably had his best game, in a cast shirt for a long time. And it's been tough for Sam because he's obviously a confidence player, and when things aren't going particularly well, you can easily fall into that that trap. And but he did well tonight, and just pleased for all the players and especially the staff behind the scenes that work very, very hard to get these players out on the field or to get the kit out during game day. And, that's all the way to Stu, who's been here a hell of a long time. So a real team effort tonight, and I couldn't be any prouder.
One last thing from me. Alex Mellors, crossfield kick off the side of his boot. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No, I've not. But that's what we spoke about during the week, and just play with that confidence, just play with a bit of confidence and try things. And we're pretty good. I was fuming with his kick.
The one that went dead.
The one that went into touch. I think it would only play 3, but he's been really positive. His Mel's, he's been unbelievable for us. He's been, by far and away our standout player this year, consistent, and that's why he's the captain. That's why he's the captain of the club. But there were 17 guys there tonight that give everything for the badge and for the town. And I sit here as a proud director of rugby and sit here with a lot of optimism about what 2026 can bring.
It did feel like the old magic returned to Elden Road tonight. Is that a snapshot of what you imagine the future will look like for this?
Yeah, it is. It is that they turned up again in the numbers, and I've got to credit the Wakefield fans as well. They 2,000 fans, whatever that was, and it was just a good old-fashioned tough derby game, and I'm pleased that I've got through through the other end and finally beat Darrell in a game.
I was going to say that you couldn't buy a win, could you, on the other side of the derby?
No. But I think JD reminded me of it yesterday, and listen, I'm not bothered about those stuff, those kind of things. I just think, we needed the win tonight. We were desperate, and it showed with the performance.
Did you sense a bit of nervousness from Wakefield? Obviously, they've got a lot to play for.
No, not really. I watched them warm up, and I could tell that our guys were on. And we obviously, Tex Hoy gets tackled into touch, and first good ball set, you're thinking, oh God, here we go again. But I thought it showed some real resilience tonight defensively, and we can take that into next week.
It's Wigan next week.
Yeah, listen, Wigan and Saints, but we've got nothing to lose. I think Aaron mentioned it yesterday about potentially finishing 9th. I think that's a hell of a long shot. Well, I don't think we can now after Catalan's won. But we go above Huddersfield. Or I think we go above Huddersfield, and it'd be nice to just finish the season on a real positive and real high. It's 2 more weeks left, and I'm going to disappear for a couple of weeks because this job's, I don't miss it. It's so stressful. Cheers, guys.
How was Jerry? I know he's just given up with Amnesty.
Yeah, Jerry and Kane don't look great. I think it looks like he's, well, I'd be guessing he's just going for an X-ray now, but he's fairly confident that he's fractured his arm or something in his arm. Kane Rob didn't look great either, so they'll both go for X-rays, and I've not even thought about next week because we're seriously down to bare bones now. But we'll find somebody. It's a good opportunity for some young kids. I think George Hill's waiting in the wings there for a chance. You've got Muzzy Mustafa, you've got Alfred Lindsay, Andy. Hopefully, we get somebody like Zach Sini and Gary back next week, but we'll see. We'll worry about that on Monday morning when we're coming to train.